welcome back. Slapdicks is Around The Playbook, episode 2, bringing you tomorrow's sports today, B. Now, for all you who tuned in last week, we do have a special guest here who, surprisingly, is here. This is Brandon Badiato. Brandon, he showed up. Now, there is a bone to pick. For those who were last week, there is a bone to pick with commissioners and fantasy football, but we're not going to get into that right now. So thank you guys for tuning in. This will be available on all ATLT things on YouTube if you want to look. And it will be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good shit. Eventually, we will let you know when. Now, this is the Brain Trust, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Tristan, Coach Dietz, B, and Jess, and myself. This is the Brain Trust. These are the faces that you're going to be looking at all through the football season. So enjoy it, embrace it, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. So, gentlemen, what are we diving into first today? Anyone wants to jump in?
I think we should talk about the Chicago Bears as much as we all love them. I think that's how we should start it off.
All right, what do you got, me? Bears.
Well, I honestly want to hear your guys' thoughts because obviously I know the whole rundown lingo. So
you don't want to hear my
it's
thoughts on the
train
Bears. Buddy.
What else is there?
It's a shit show.
It wasn't there. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I was pissing. And I was literally on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure I saw like a clip of Justin Fields like blaming fucking other people.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Unbelievable. The balls on this guy.
I thought it was fake.
Dude, I actually was like, wait, what? Is this guy really doing that?
Guy's got a lot of nerves.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. This organization has so many problems that every year I watch, it gets worse and worse. I thought this year would actually be good. It's probably the worst year I've ever seen. So
who's gonna be the next to go? Is it gonna be Coach E?
Eberflus is gone.
No.
Defensive coordinator's already gone.
I have a different perspective. I think they're going to get rid of the OC, Getsy. I think Eberflus stays another year for sure. I think things are going to boil over with Getsy, and he's going to be out the door. Gone. Bye. As he should be.
He's not good, dude. I know Fields has been sucking, but he's really not good.
They both suck. You put them both together, and it's abysmal. But
what about Poles? King Poles. How long has he got before?
You know what pisses me off is like he said we're gonna retake the North, and this is how he goes about it. I don't know if you guys remember that shit. He goes, "We're gonna take the North and never get it back."
That's almost worse than Bronco Nation, dude.
Let's ride.
It's bad. Like you're a rookie GM when you say stuff like that going into it. Like you have no idea what you're
the
up
North.
for.
You're not retaking anything, dude. I don't think
they're
retaking a college division.
I mean, you can't even retake what was really never yours. I don't think it's really been there since like the 80s. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Brett Favre and then Rodgers. That runs the last.
Okay, we don't have to talk about it anymore. I just wanted to get that out of the way because it's just. Yeah.
We know you love them. I respect that you stand by their side. I respect it.
I will say, I predict – I don't even think this is necessarily a hot take. I think this offseason Fields is going to request a trade with eyes to get to Atlanta. I think he wants to go play for the Falcons. That's where he's from. He's going to Braves games. That's where I saw him.
That's true.
I think he wants to be quarterback.
Great picture.
He finds himself at the Yankee stadiums, and anything's possible.
It'd be interesting, though, if the Bears actually do have the first pick. If Caleb Williams doesn't go, I wonder who they would actually take if they're going to take a QB. I have no idea what's out there.
Michael Penix Jr. from Washington. Lefty baby. Bro, he's going for 400 plus yards all 3 games. No.
There's another
12 touchdowns.
There's another North Carolina QB that's going to be on the market if the Bears want to try that approach again.
Good old Drake May. Yeah. I don't think they should go that route, but I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Well, there's a couple.
Either way, yeah. Anyway, speaking on the Bears, I don't think there's really much to say other than just.
I have a question. Are they the worst team in the NFL?
No. Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah,
that's like sure.
Cardinals.
Worst roster. Okay, worst.
Actually, Panthers might be worse too.
Dobbs was
I will say,
bro.
I obviously flicked a lot of shit about how the Bears should have taken Bryce Young, but he is so freaking little, dude. I just don't know if he's ever going to be able to make it work. That guy is so freaking. Now there's
He's almost
reports
too
that they
small.
can't even run a QB sneak
I
because of
saw
how small he
that.
is, and now he's on the
Yeah.
injury report already.
It's not like Kyler Murray small either, where he can run and do all that.
No,
I
he's
mean,
not.
He's
a runner.
elusive-ish, but he's not. Yeah, he's not that guy. So
And it's not like he has like a cannon. So
No.
you're drafting him because he's a pro, because he can read defenses. He's a bit of a playmaker,
speaking of the
but
Cardinals,
it's just
Dobbs was kind of balling in my opinion. He had a good. He had some good looks.
Well, the dude's like an aerospace engineer, so he should be able to read an NFL defense. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. What the fuck?
The dude's literally. I'm pretty sure
What
it's
the
an
fuck's
aerospace
he hanging out with
engineer.
the CTE boys then for?
I don't know. He'll be just fine if he decides to go in that career path.
Well, I actually didn't know that. That's very interesting. Does anyone here have Nick Chubb? Anybody here who has Nick Chubb on our fantasy?
I thought Josh did.
Oh, maybe it's
No,
Josh. Dude, I fucking had the
Josh
opportunity to
has
win.
Jonathan Taylor and Nick Chubb.
I had the fucking opportunity to win this week,
brutal.
but Freemuth got one catch for three yards. So that's how my
He's
fucking
not looking
fantasy.
too promising.
No, not at all. But,
We've got Kenny Pickett throwing him the ball, so.
Yeah, he's not getting painted like he was. And Jesse, don't speak high from your ivory tower. It's early on in the season. A lot of ball to play. Okay.
Hey,
I started 3 Chicago Bears in my matchup, so.
Yeah, thanks for the free
Was
win,
Fields
buddy.
one of them?
Why?
Yeah.
Why are you do that for?
It was Fields.
Well, I didn't mean
Herbert.
to. It was I was being dumb. I messed up.
No, he meant to. He gets caught up in the moment.
What the fuck are you
No,
doing?
no. I was on my way to glamping and I got distracted.
Glamping.
Glamping.
Is that your first time camping? Is that your first time camping, dude?
Isn't that just you in a nutshell?
No,
Glamping.
it's been about a decade.
God. Dude, what the fuck? So you just hand Jesse a free fucking win?
No, I wouldn't have won anyway.
I was going to
had
whoop his
no one
ass
else.
regardless.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
no, you can take it easy, half pint. I don't think that's necessarily true.
Go look at your roster, bro.
It would have been a lot closer, dude. And trust me, if we were in person, you wouldn't be saying this. So
I haven't looked at everyone's roster. I mean, mine's all right. It's not anything crazy, but I think it's enough to get the job done. It's enough to get a good wild card run in. That's.
I think you're in for the toilet bowl. I think it'll be me and you in the toilet bowl.
Who?
So, you.
Fuck no.
Yeah, we're on our way, dog. Dude, I'm just being honest.
Not if Taking the North has anything to say about it. No fucking way. I don't think so. My team's not that bad. My guys will form in. That's what they do. My team, we have a long history of coming from behind and being underdogs. I enjoy it. You know
Well, you
why?
couldn't take Drew Brees for the 14th year in a row.
I know.
Retired.
I was just gonna say I miss seeing Z
Disappointing.
picking Drew Brees.
Dude, that's my
Early,
man.
too.
I took him
Second
every
round.
year. Dude, he
Second round,
produced
third round.
almost every week. He's a machine. He even
Till
at
the
his
playoffs
worst,
came,
he still
then he
did.
didn't
He
produce.
still did something for me. I'm talking fantasy wise.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. But he worked wonders for me. Dude, did you guys remember the first NFL season we did on fantasy? I forgot. I think
It was our junior year in high school.
I won it, by the way, first year. Thank you.
that doesn't even count. I was
But
always
that's
terrible.
not. No, junior. Wait, was it sophomore? Or
I don't
junior
think it
year?
was. I don't think it was.
Junior
It wasn't
year.
It wasn't that early.
It was junior year.
Dude,
Junior
I
year.
found a picture. It was like of my lineup or something from like one of those
Oh,
old
I had
ass
pictures,
leagues.
yeah.
Dude, I had fucking Alfred Morris. I'm like, dude, I forgot about that fucking guy.
That guy was a beast.
Redskins.
Dude,
Number
he was
46.
he was unreal. That guy was a freak.
Kyle Shanahan's boy.
Because
Yeah.
he was running it with RG3, bro, wasn't
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
Kyle
Yeah.
Shanahan's offense. Yep.
Dude, he was a
That's
fucking
when Chris
tank.
Johnson was too.
was
He
a
was
tank.
legit with the Titans, right?
he? Nah, bro.
Dude,
Chris Johnson was
Do
way
you guys
before,
remember
bro.
that
Didn't
game?
Chris Johnson was
Really?
Chris Johnson a crackhead?
No, he was.
And he was like 08, bro. Didn't Chris Johnson, wasn't he that crazy year?
It
like
was the
08?
Titans running back when
Chris
we joined
Johnson.
fantasy. That
Chris
was
Johnson was
yeah.
It was still Chris Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was
It was
what's
his
left of
last
Chris
year.
Johnson,
It
man.
was his
Yeah.
last year of like.
He was
That
raw,
wasn't the
dude.
guy
He
running
was
for.
he was
wasn't
raw.
the guy running for 2K,
No,
2,000 yards.
You remember that Jamal Charles game?
I was about to say
Where
that.
he literally he
Yeah.
had like 5 touchdowns and like
Who had him in
300
fantasy?
yards.
I think Sellers did.
How many points did he score off that game?
The most ever.
Our
It was-
point system
it
was,
was
messed
insane.
up, though, dude.
Oh,
We
it
had
probably
QBs
was.
dropping 80 points.
Brandon,
a
were
night.
you the
It was
commissioner?
like
Were you the
60
commissioner then
something.
too?
Yeah.
That's got to
You still got same issues.
Yeah.
Still dealing with the same issues.
Some things don't change.
Yeah. I mean,
That was actually a fun league, dude.
No,
the
I'm
point
not
system
gonna lie.
was legit.
Honestly, You're a good commissioner, and you
Thanks,
got
dude.
me a badass trophy too.
I mean,
So,
I think.
That
and
thing
I'll
is
be
sick.
keeping it.
I mean,
It is.
speaking of good commissioners, I mean, I think he does a fine job. I don't think he exceeds any expectations. Do
No,
I
I
think?
think no. Listen, there's been some rough patches. I admit it. There's been cheating scandals. Yeah, there has been.
Well, I was
But I think we've cleaned it up. The
Yeah.
waiver thing this year, that was my bad. I didn't even check it. I thought it was like
Like,
that didn't even make sense. Why?
changing interception points week 1 during
I didn't
games.
change that.
Well, that needed he didn't change him enough. That needed to happen, but more.
No, that was back to what it
Interceptions
was
needed
last
to
year.
be more.
Hmm.
That's the problem. It needed to be more than last year.
Well, we didn't take a vote on it, so you can say it for next year.
We got guys throwing 4 picks, putting up 40 burgers. Jameis
no,
Winston.
that's
Why do you think
never
Jesse
happens.
rolled with Jameis Winston? Yeah, why do you think Jesse was rolling with Squinston a couple years ago? Because
Getting me
he knew that he
50
could put up
points.
30
Control
points,
that.
50
points.
points a game.
But that's everyone. Everyone's just the same.
But it's still wrong. I mean, yeah, all scoring affects everyone. But we still mess with the scoring.
Yeah, well,
Well,
That's life.
Well, you know,
Fun nonetheless.
Sleeper does have co-commissioning abilities.
Well, I was just surprised that sleeper the waiver thing was set like
we
that
tried
standard.
to get at us.
I'm
We
not
tried
adding
to
anyone,
get
dude. I'm
Brad
sorry.
Newell.
Because
He
Why?
wouldn't-
Why?
He wouldn't do it. He
Why
wouldn't
is
do
that
it.
bad to add someone else as a co-commissioner? Take some of the load off.
There's a
Preaching
lot
to
of
the choir.
secret info, privacy on there. People shared some very personal things that can't be shared.
Or do you just want all the frills of the commissioner by
No, I
yourself?
have nothing to hide. You can look at everything.
Are you on a
Everything's
power trip?
public. Kind of.
So are you telling me if you would make Tristan and Dald or something like that co-commissioners?
I consider one other person. Yes, I'm not adding two other people. and I
Thank
haven't-
you. You're so gracious.
we don't
But-
need 2 other people though. That'd be a shit show.
We would just do one.
That's
It was
exactly-
just we were gonna give back executive powers as soon as Dalton and I wrapped up our investigation, but I don't.
I don't
somehow
get it.
that
Everything.
wasn't gonna
Everything
work.
was fixed. Okay, we could go on this for hours. This could be a whole nother
Well,
show.
I think this league needs to be audited. I think there's an audit needs to be done.
Audit me. Audit. Do a full audit. I'm
I'm
ready.
the auditor.
wide open.
Yeah, our CPA
Yeah.
here is the
Do-
fucking auditor.
do a
Trying
full
to
audit.
Brandon for years.
You should edit Mark before you audit me.
Yeah,
Edit? I don't need to edit.
yeah.
Just
B.
audit
They'll
it.
say if you make someone else co-commissioner, let's save more time for glamping.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. All right.
No, I
next
like the
topic.
pictures. The pictures were sexy.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
thanks, man.
I mean,
Hold on. Power rankings. Who's your top 5 teams in the power rankings after week 2?
I
B,
don't like doing it after
go.
week 2.
I think
you
it's
got every
Bear
week.
or not the Bears.
No, they're 30 seconds.
Bears won. Bears won.
I think it's Niners 1. I don't know 2, 3. It's like Chiefs 2, Cowboys 3, Eagles 4, and I don't know. Frick. Who's a 15? I'm like looking right now. I don't even know. Ravens. I feel like are overrated too. So I don't know.
you
Dolphins. Dolphins are
yeah,
fine.
you
There
need to
go.
have okay.
Cowboys?
Maybe.
I will say,
I
dude,
had the
that Dolphins
Cowboys.
offense is gnarly, and the Patriots defense is tight. They've got all sorts of problems, but the Patriots defense is good. And the fact that they can run that motion out and all game long, just sit a receiver 5 yards and curl, and oh, dude, like
Yeah.
Mike McDaniel has got that shit figured out over there with that roster.
Good thing he does because he's so goofy. If he was bad, he would be laughed at and walked out of each building.
Oh, dude. No, he's legit. Dolphins Super Bowl from the AFC.
I think that's
That's my
realistic.
take.
They look good as usual. I mean,
Wait, you asked top 5. I gave my 5. No one else answered. Is it too hard
Yeah,
of a
let's
question?
go.
well, I
top
mean,
five.
what I mean,
Chris.
it's the usual suspects. I would say, right? Niners, Eagles, Chiefs. I put Cowboys up there. Maybe the Cowboys look pretty good, and the Dolphins.
It's
Cowboys-
not. It's
That's
not.
exactly what I said. It sounds like a copycat situation here.
Who the fuck else? It's top 5.
I don't know.
It's tough
Texans.
after week 2. It's tough.
It's
after
week.
week
Yeah, that's
two.
what I'm saying. That's why I just said week 2. I'm like, it's just weird to do power ranking week
Because-
2 because it's
yeah.
always going to be a similar. I mean, fine. Bears won. Bears at 1.
I find it kind of funny that the Broncos are 0-2 after this whole Sean Payton thing.
Oh, they're
But-
horrible.
I thought. Well, it's even funnier that they completed that Hail Mary.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that was,
And then they, botched the. I will say that I think I can't remember if it was Sutton but that was a clear
Sutton.
hold on the 2
It was Sutton.
conversion, and that was a clear hold. Like
Yeah.
Compare that to what was called in the Super Bowl. That's the type of shit that just absolutely pisses me off about the way officiated is done. Because that will just go uncalled, and no one really bats an eye. Complain about it for 5 minutes, it's done. But then the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
you get that called. Yeah, I'm just blown away. But I was happy to see. I mean, I can't stand the Broncos. I think it's funny that Sean Payton, took a year off and did his little world tour like he was going to come back and
Like he's
change
fucking Elton
whatever
John.
franchise. Yeah. So, talk all the crap. I'm no Nathaniel Fackett. How do you say his name? Nathaniel
We're gonna have to edit that one out.
I'm
Hey,
not
edit
editing
that out before we
What's
can't hear it.
That was close to an F.
Holy shit.
Nathaniel Hackett. I'm no Nathaniel Hackett fan, but my God, to hear Sean Payton going off on him, that was just it's good to see him lose.
Z, who's your team again? Are you still a Saints guy? What's the deal?
Oh, it's abysmal, but I'm still a Saints fan. Oh, Niners and Saints. It's always been Niners and
Well,
Saints.
they're 2-0, so I don't know why it's abysmal.
Well, I don't think they look very well, to be honest. I don't think they're going to make it far as usual.
No,
They're squeaking by is what they're
fraud
doing. They're
2-0
squeaking
team.
by.
Hey, a win's a win, and
Don't- Win is a win, but I mean, yeah, it's the same
Dude,
thing there.
the Buccaneers are 2-0. The Falcons are 2-0.
I mean,
some
Speaking
Yeah,
of
come
which,
on.
I mean,
yeah, well, the Bucks beat the Bears and the Vikings. It's not that.
Are the Bucks
That's my
pretenders
point.
or are they contenders? You think the Bucks can
no
be a good team?
pretenders. Pretenders. That's
Well,
my opinion.
speaking of the Bucks, we have Baker Mayfield, who is just actually outperforming Deshaun Watson, which is what's the difference of their contracts? Like 22 million or 21 million or something? The difference between the two's
Got
pay? Something like that.
Yeah, at least.
And fucking, you got.
Yeah, it's got to be more than that.
I think I thought it was
Well,
like.
here's the thing.
I thought it was like
probably
20.
took
I thought it was like 22 million different or something. I thought I saw an
Deshaun
article about
Watson's contract's fully guaranteed too, so they're tied up in that mess.
Oh,
For,
I see.
I mean, it's just what do you get? 262 million fully guaranteed.
It's
I think that's
something
what it was.
ridiculous. It's an astronomical number. But I mean, that's got to be fucking tough to see.
Post massages. He got
Post
yeah,
massage.
that's what's even crazier.
Yeah, that is fucking nuts. That is
It is
absolutely
crazy.
nuts. I mean, I think I'm kind of happy for Baker though. I mean, he is playing well.
I
Well,
like
it's good
Baker.
to see him succeed.
I mean, he did have a little bit of rough go at it, so we don't mind him doing well, especially when Deshaun.
Well, I mean, he was
after all the
drafted
money they
to
paid
the
for
Browns,
Watson, and then
so
seeing Baker it's actually just makes me kind of happy.
it is awesome.
Yeah,
Not only did they pay all that money, they gave up those draft picks.
yeah, they fucking
took-
did.
I feel like they're even more of a joke of an organization now since they decided to take him on. Like they look worse.
What's their mascot now? It's like what's that thing they have in the middle of the field? The Browns?
Well, I think it's a dog, isn't
I have
it?
No
No,
fucking
it's
idea.
something weird now, dude. It's
They
it's
changed
like
it?
it's like a freaking Lucky Charm character. I don't know what the fuck it is. Look it up. I'm dead
Wait, you
serious.
serious?
I know what you're talking
Look,
about.
yeah.
Wait, was
What is it?
this this year, or is it always the thing?
It's right here. I have it up right now. It's Brownie the elf. It's the elf. Remember that shit?
No,
He is not.
Yeah,
called
look it
Brownie
up.
the Elf.
I've
Yeah,
never
look it
even
up. I'm
heard
looking at
that.
I wish I could share my screen.
You
but
can.
I have
It was
it right.
literally.
You can.
It was a dog.
Okay, I'll share it. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to close on my other tabs. It's not appropriate.
Still looking up PH
How
on
do
your
I-
computer, huh, B?
I don't know how to freaking. You know what? Forget it.
It's
This
at
is
the
gonna take
bottom.
too
It
long.
says share screen.
It's in
Oh,
green.
shit.
Yeah,
I got it. Well,
it's the
everyone
only thing
relax.
highlighted.
It's making me do a bunch of shit. Allow access. No, I'm not doing this. It's
Brownie
making me
the
go
elf.
into the settings. Just forget it.
What?
It's okay.
I literally
We
clicked
trust
it.
you.
It's literally asking me right now. To share, like it's easy.
Okay, fine.
I have to quit and reopen Zoom to do it, so I'll just do it later.
All right, yeah, we're punting that to later, Tom.
All right, whatever then. But I didn't know it was a fucking elf. Since when? Since this year? Or-
It's
Yeah,
goofy
Brownie.
looking.
Brownie the elf.
Stupid.
I didn't know that. What? Since when?
Brownie the Elf.
Dude,
Yeah.
if there was wait. Oh, it is a fucking elf.
I told you. Why would I lie?
I don't know.
You
I
have
just
20
it
years?
sounded ridiculous. What? Wow, that is interesting. Okay. Is this a good time to indulge in our top 5 list, gentlemen?
Top 5 what?
Top
I've got mine.
Okay, does everyone have their top 5?
I'll find
So,
what. You know what?
hey, my turn. So, right over here, we got top 5. Oh, I just lost mine. Fuck.
Yeah.
Top 5 favorite NFL players that you've personally watched in your lifetime. Ranked 5.
Personally
watched.
Jesse.
I don't want to hear any fucking Dan Marinos or something ridiculous. I want to hear just who you
Michael Jordan's.
who you enjoy
Yeah.
playing. It doesn't have to be a Hall of Famer. It could be someone you just enjoyed playing. So, I think going by members who care about this show, let's go Tristan first, Brandon last. Tristan,
Okay.
let's get your list.
So we're really supposed to go 5-1.
Let's go 5 to 1. 5 to 1. Give a little. Give
makes
a little
more
explanation.
sense.
I know.
Maybe we should
like
each
there's
give our
more-
5s, our 4s, our 3s, our 2s, our 1s.
I'm down with that.
Like, we'll each give our
All right.
5s.
I'm down with that.
Okay.
I put an honorable mention,
Well,
but I'll leave that for
I
the
had
very
one. I
end.
had one too, but I wasn't sure if we were doing that. I will say.
Tristan's turn.
Does anyone have any defensive players? I have one.
I have one.
You know, one.
I almost put it. I almost put it.
I almost put a couple, but okay, fine. Let's go around and say 5s, or do you just want to do all the list at once?
I say 5s and then 4s
Go
and
5s.
3s.
Yeah.
All right, everyone
get their
5s.
pick.
Tristan.
My five. B won't know who this guy is. Joe Thomas.
I've heard the name.
Guy was in the trenches.
I know
Doesn't
who
what
Joe
goes on
The
in the
Browns?
trenches.
is. Come on, man.
I said B, not you.
You gonna get?
I knew you-
Are you
I
gonna,
know.
you gonna give a little reasoning, a little explanation why he's your number
I
5?
said he's to the Browns,
That
right?
was the best tackle
He was
I
right.
ever watched, bro. Yeah, one of the best
Oh, yeah.
linemen I ever watched. That guy was a stud. Never missed a game. Well, I mean, he probably did late in his career. I can't remember, but he had this insane streak. The guy was an animal, bro. And
And you played line, so you
I
relate.
played line, and so I was certainly not
He's
a
in the
Browns
trenches.
fan, but that guy is just it's where games are won and lost, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right, B.
The unsung heroes.
B
I
your
thought it was
5?
Jesse next.
Oh, that's fine too.
My 5, current player, plays on the Niners,
Mm.
Christian McCaffrey.
God,
love
I
it.
mean,
I love.
you gotta respect. You gotta
Here's
respect
the thing, dude. And even before he was on the Niners, watching him in Carolina, his versatility, he's so fun to watch. And he makes, if you can have him in fantasy too, it makes watching him astronomically better. So McCaffrey at 5.
All right.
You don't have him in fantasy, do you?
Not this year, but I have him.
Oh, I
at
thought
5.
you did.
No, Dylan has him.
Oh, brutal.
I'm in the process of trying to trade for him right now, though. So
For who?
Oh, God.
For who? Who are you gonna trade?
fantastic.
Your whole fucking roster?
No,
There's been trades like that have happened in this league. It
Dude,
sucks, but usually Brandon's had his paws on him.
Yeah, that's Brandon.
That's true.
And his fingerprints have been
Brandon,
all
who's
over
your
these
5?
trades.
Yeah, that is true.
Am I Z? Are you going or me? I thought it was last.
I don't care.
You go ahead.
Okay, I'll go. All right, my number 5. This is just a guy I personally love playing. Love watch playing, running up and down the field. I gotta go with the defensive player. I'm throwing Troy Polamalu in the conversation. I loved
Okay.
watching him play. I think that one
I
play
respect
was.
it.
the
You watched
defining-
him?
Yeah. My dad's a huge Pittsburgh
He was
fan. I've been watching
sucking out of
Pittsburgh
a bottle
since I was
of
a
milk.
kid. No, he had that big play when he jumped over the Colts
Not
line
that
and
old.
he timed the hike
Yes.
perfectly and literally tackled him before the ball was even.
At the goal.
We've
line,
all
at
seen
the
it.
goal.
It's
He
been
actually
replayed
did that a
before
few
every
times.
Monday
Yeah,
night
Troy
game.
Polamalu. I thought he was just a blast to watch. The dude was a freak. So I got
Yeah, I
Troy
know.
Polamalu
And
at 5.
He lived about an hour
Roseburg.
and
He
a
lives
half
in,
up
I
the
thought he lived in
road.
Roseburg, doesn't he?
Douglas. I mean, he went to Douglas High School, which is outside of Roseburg. Yeah,
Oh, do you guys talk?
yeah. We've exchanged numbers.
Don't encourage him. If you encourage this, he's going to keep it going.
All right, B. What's your number 5?
B, let's hear it. 5.
So my 5, and I know you're all going to freak. It's Jay Cutler. And the reason is
I
because
watched him live.
when I went live against the Niners, their opening day of the stadium, the Niners' new stadium,
That's one of your
Jay
favorite
Cutler
players of all
threw-
time, Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler threw 3
His fucking
touchdowns in the fourth
high-ass-
quarter to win. Dude, he was
Got a good one
awesome to
for you,
watch.
though,
His
B.
arm was strong as hell. It really was.
Cutler on Thursday Night Football, my first Niner game ever, 2009. Throw 5 picks. So he's one of my favorite players.
Well, that's
too.
how it is. Listen, Jess, as a Bears fan, those are our QB. That's our best QB ever, in my opinion. So
Best
Dude,
Bears QB. I mean, yeah, honestly.
I just remembered all the
probably.
pictures I see. Dude just looks baked. He looks like he has no idea where he's at.
yeah, I'm
he's
surprised you don't
diabetic.
like him.
All right, where we
Okay,
at? Are we
those
at
are our
four?
5s.
Are we at 4? Who's
We're
on
on
4?
4.
Trist,
Yep,
lead us off with the
number
4.
4.
4?
Yeah,
Mean middle linebacker, Ray Lewis.
I almost put Ray Lewis.
It's a good one.
And he may have killed a guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. But you know what?
Allegedly,
he was
allegedly.
nasty.
Well, he almost
Yeah.
killed a bunch of guys on the field, so I mean, it works.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever see that video of Ocho Cinco trying to blindside him and just gets fucking
Yes.
destroyed?
Yeah. I tried to blindside
Yeah,
Ray.
he just gets fucking pummeled, dude.
He does.
Oh,
I
that's
love
good.
it.
That's a good pick though, Ray Lewis. Wait? Jesse's 4? Yeah, Jesse's 4.
My 4 is Randy Moss, baby.
That's a good pick.
Love me some Randy
Yeah.
Moss. And I played wide receiver growing up, so he was my idol.
Yeah,
And I was number
nasty.
84 in Pop Warner, so
Yeah, but you didn't
Moss,
play for
baby.
Cascade Christian. That was where you went wrong.
I should have. I did play for, well, I mean, it was kind of Cascade's Pop Warner team, the Vikings, with Reagan. So that's close.
It's a minor league affiliate.
Yeah, that's my 4.
All right, that's good 4.
Farm League.
Formerly.
Wait, am I up for 4?
Yeah.
Okay, my 4 is someone who is just, in my opinion, one of the more undervalued players ever. Marcus Colston. I thought
Wide receiver.
that he was unbelievable. I mean, I don't think he also, for how good he was, I don't understand. I'm pretty sure he didn't even make it into a didn't get a Pro Bowl at all or anything like that. The dude was unbelievable after he caught the ball. Like, the extra effort for the extra yards, he was so nasty, and I think he's just completely undervalued. So that's my 4. Hello?
B.
Oh, I'm next.
Cheers.
My 4 is another Chicago Bear, Brandon Marshall.
I can rock with
Cutler
that a
and
little
Marshall
more.
back to back.
When him and Alshon Jeffrey were healthy, it was
Yeah,
it was freaking
that's
legit,
fair.
dude.
No, Brandon
Alshon
Marshall
Jeffrey.
was
Alshon
good.
Jeffrey did wonders for my league.
And when Brandon Marshall wasn't having all his weird mental health issues, he was legit. And then he kind of went off the rails.
Yeah.
But being a Chicago Bear will make you develop a lot of PTSD.
I think so. Yeah. Well, they're busy taking the North.
Yeah.
All right. Who's up next? Is that it for
Number 3.
number
Tristan,
3, Trist?
first.
3, the Spike, man. Rob Gronkowski. Had to do it.
I love it.
That's fair. I love
Love
it.
it.
So many memories watching that guy.
Dude, I love that.
Beast on the
Gronkowski.
field. I refuse to think, because here's what people don't understand about Gronkowski. Kelsey may be a better receiver, and he certainly, is probably more utilized even than
Gronk's
Gronk
the
was for
GOAT,
Tom.
dude.
But
Gronk's the
Gronk literally could have been a professional tackle. That's how good his blocking was.
Yeah,
That's
And,
fair.
yeah,
Yeah, he
no.
was.
I mean, that guy is ridiculous.
All around
And so-
tight end, Gronk.
Yes.
Didn't he fucking
Yeah.
Didn't he tell the Lions he was retired so he didn't get traded and then played with the Patriots the next year?
Yeah, no, well, that's what he said. I don't know if I totally buy him, but
That's
he
so
said
good,
that.
though.
Yeah,
I mean, but
2018 season.
It makes
And then we won
sense
the
though
Super Bowl
because
that
he
year,
was
too.
he was on the fence about retiring or whatever, and then they tried to trade him, and then that's why the trade didn't go through, and then he said, I don't know.
Dude, his laugh.
His laugh at the end of that was hilarious, dude. I signed with the Patriots.
Yeah,
Fuck.
he thinks he's slick.
That's
It's pretty
hilarious.
crazy though the way he did that. Where he only wanted to play with Tom.
Yeah.
It was
I don't blame him.
literally no question, and retired. Came out of retirement for the Bucks. Ended up getting a 3rd ring. I think that was his 3rd, right? Yeah. So I think
I think so.
3 rings for him. So no 4.
Didn't he have a
got
big
4.
catch
He got
against the
4
Chiefs?
total, right?
Yeah, he had 3
Yeah,
with New England.
Yeah, because he had
to have.
one that he didn't
Yeah.
play in. He didn't play in the Atlanta one, so that's what stripped me up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't he
Oh,
have
I
the
forgot about
biggest
that.
catch
Four,
against the
if you count that
Chiefs in the Super Bowl? Or not?
I mean, he had some big catches. Yeah.
Patriots can't play Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
I didn't mean the
We've
Chiefs.
been over this. We've been over this. They can't play the Colts. They can't play the Chiefs. It's the same story we've been talking about for 15 years.
I didn't mean the
Still
Super
can't
Bowl. I
happen.
meant the game before.
So that was your 3rd, right? That was
Trist, that was
number
your 3rd,
3
yeah?
in the rankings.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
My 3rd, I'm following UZ in the linebacker train. Patrick Willis. I loved watching Patrick Willis lay the wood.
Lay the
I
wood.
bet you
He
did.
Who was
would
Z's linebacker?
hammer
He's sick.
Ray Lewis.
No, that was Tristan's.
That was me.
Your linebacker.
I had Troy
That's what I meant,
Polamalu.
following suit with you. You had Polamalu.
I had
Yeah.
Palomalo.
Hey, Patrick Willis, baby. Had so much fun
Yeah,
watching him. Saw him live. I watched probably 10 Niner games with him. Candlestick.
Dude, the Niners were linebacker nation there for a couple of years. With,
Dude, we still are.
They were taking the South.
Bowman and Wilson and
Dude.
Wilson.
We had Takeo Spikes, Navarro Bowman, Patrick Willis, Aldon Smith, all in the same
Smith.
defense.
Who was the white guy that like
Justin
led
Smith, the Cowboy.
who retired? No, I'm thinking of the
Justin
guy
Smith.
who retired due to fear of concussions. This would have been like 10 years.
Chris Borland.
That was his name, Borland.
Bald. Yeah, dude,
Yep.
he was raw, bro. I thought he was going to be the next great, and then he became a pussy for whatever reason. So that's fine.
Why he retired? How old was he?
Not for everybody.
He got like one
Second
concussion
year in
or
the league.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He like
that's
led the
right.
league in tackles.
Dude, he
led
filled in for
at
Willis
Howard's
and was raping. Yeah. He was Deshaun Watsoning everybody. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, Z, go. Number 3.
My number 3. Once we got up in the list, it was a little tough, but I just loved watching this guy. I thought he was unbelievable. LaDainian Tomlinson. I thought
that's a good
he
one.
was unreal. I mean, the way this guy ran, it was awesome to watch. I don't think I ever watched a game with him playing where I wasn't just locked in. It was pretty sick when he got the football. So my number 3's got to be LaDainian. Yeah, that's all I got. So
in those powder blue San Diego Chargers.
just
unis.
watching him zip
When
around.
they should have stayed in
dude.
San Diego too, man.
Oh,
I agree.
Should
unbelievable.
never have left.
Oh, I just knocked my fan over inside my PC.
All right, B 3.
My
Better not
number
be another
3 is
bear.
this. Well, no, it is, but it's the same running back, Matt Forte. Matt
Dude,
Forte
you're
was the
naming-
truth.
You're naming the 2010 Bears right now.
I
That's
know.
your top 5.
I was actually thinking about Martavius Bennett, whatever his name was, but I was like, nah, I'm not putting him on.
Martell's.
Yeah.
It's okay. We got your back, baby.
Whatever his first name was, Martellus, Martavius.
Martavius.
His brother could play football too. Over in Seattle.
I thought, isn't there?
I remember a fight broke out and Ben threw who'd he throw? Oh, it was your favorite corner, Tristan, the guy you hated, Fuller.
Kyle Fuller?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
guy.
he threw him on the ground. They got in this huge fight, and that blew up the Bears after that.
Shit, and then
I wonder what
Brandon
happened to
Staley
Kyle
stayed.
Fuller. Was he on the Broncos?
He did go to the Broncos.
Is he still
Yeah,
there, or
was.
is he gone?
I don't think so.
He's got
I
to
think
be
he's
out of the
gone.
league now.
I don't know what happened
Got
to him.
that check and bounced.
But yeah, that's
Okay,
my
so
3.
number 2.
Number 2, Trist.
Number 2.
England Patriot, baby. Julian Edelman. Incredible. That guy, in my opinion,
Incredible.
he's a Hall of Famer, but I understand the argument that he's not. I understand the argument. But I do think he's a Hall of Famer. And the story that just absolutely blows my mind. So, backstory with Edelman. This was probably before B started paying attention to football, but when they let Welker go, obviously, Tom.
He was in New York.
I mean, it was crazy, and when they lost Welker, they literally signed Amendola to a big 5-year contract from the Rams. I think Amendola had played at the Rams, similar style to Welker, and Tom and Amendola just like weren't putting it up from the beginning, and then it was Edelman. And that 2013 season was a slow start, and I think we ended up crawling to the AFC Championship game and getting blasted by Denver. But it was like that first Edelman year, and then he almost left because it was like a 1-year contract he had, and he kept like coming back for these tiny deals that were like smaller than Amendola's. And the guy kept putting up numbers, man. He kept producing. Obviously had he had the go-ahead touchdown in the Seahawks. He had the big catch against Atlanta. Obviously, we all know what he did against the Rams, the MVP. It's pretty insane that it's a testament to how the team was in 2017, 2018, that we still got back to the Super Bowl the year he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
And almost should have beaten the Eagles, but guy's amazing, man. Hall of Famer.
That's a good pick. That's solid.
Edelnut. You talk about Edelnut?
Last crazy thing about Edelnut is the story that blows my mind is that he went to prom with Jerry Rice's daughter when Jerry Rice was in the middle of tearing up his
What?
Niner days.
Did he really?
When he was on the
He
Raiders.
went to prom.
Yeah.
No. Was it? I thought he was with the Niners still.
It was the Raiders.
Okay.
That's what
So he'd
Edelman
already
said.
won his rings.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was older
Okay.
Jerry is what he was saying. Older Jerry. Playing in his
Okay.
final years.
But just
still,
that
they're amazing.
picture of them at prom just like blows my mind. Here's this kid taking his daughter to prom, and he's going to be like number two. Kelsey, I think, overtook him since, but for a while, Edelman was number 2 in playoff yards receiving to Rice. So yeah, pretty crazy.
That's a cool story.
That is.
Number two, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Tom Brady. Not my number one favorite to watch. My number 2, Tom Brady.
Can't really say much about the
Grew
guy.
up-
Can't dispute that.
Yeah, I can't. I don't even need to go into detail.
Yeah, you don't.
Tom Brady. Number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
Z. Let's move on.
My number 2. I thought this guy was just unreal. I'm taking another note out of Pittsburgh.
Don't say it.
You don't even know who I'm
I
going to
know
say.
you're going to say because it's my number 2.
Who?
Well, no,
Antonio
no.
Brown.
No.
Oh,
You're
really?
shitting me.
Yeah, so get fucked and let me finish. Okay, so my
Big
number
Ben.
2 is a little back farther before you were watching football, B. I'm going Hines Ward. I thought this
Oh,
Ooh,
dude,
another
you're not
Steeler.
that fancy. You're so extra.
he was
You don't know.
unreal. This is a guy who
Yeah,
cleaned
Hines
Ed Reed's
Ward was
clock.
sick.
This
Hines
guy,
Ward,
this
Hines.
guy, the dude was
He
a
did clean Ed
He
Reed's
did. This
clock.
guy's animal. What's that? I forgot what he was on the Browns at the time. The linebacker.
He's number 89, right?
86, I think. 86.
86.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hines Ward.
Okay,
And
well,
he laid
upside
out.
down, nice.
The dude, like, some of the he had some like huge hits for a receiver. It was insane. Not only did he clean Ed Reed's clock, I forgot what linebacker was he played on the Browns at the time, and he broke his jaw running down the field. He literally hit him so hard he broke this linebacker's jaw. Like the dude was just a fucking animal. And so Hines Ward,
Jeez.
scrappy, just really good
a good
receiver.
one.
I gotta go Hines Ward number 2. So. Well, B, we
Hines
know
Ward,
yours,
baby.
Antonio Brown.
I already said mine. Before he went crazy and stripped on the field and lost me
He
the
was
championship.
sick.
He was
He
sick,
was
dude. In his
sick.
heyday, he was unreal. He was unreal.
He was amazing.
And-
he was so sick.
and honestly, he takes the credit for the greatest like in-game exit of any player in history. With his shirt off in Jet Stadium, like just wigging out
I mean-
as the offense is on the field.
I mean,
like,
what's
I've
sad?
never
What's
seen
sad
anything
about
like
that
that.
is the dude was so good that if none of that bullshit happened, I mean,
Yeah.
the sky's the limit for a player. Like the guy
Oh,
was.
dude,
the guy
he
was.
could have been
I
one
don't
of
care
the
what
best.
anyone says. You can hate him. Like he's completely off his fucking rocker. Yes, he is. But he was unbelievable, dude.
I wonder what really happened to him. Is it really like all the hits to the head? Because he used to
the
be
perfect
pretty
hit.
normal.
It was the Vontez perfect hit. I
Yeah,
swear to
that's what
God.
they say.
Have you seen that video where it's like stitched
Yeah.
to him before and after that Vontez perfect hit? The memory that gets
Crazy.
me with Antonio Brown that I think of is him kicking the dude in the
Kicking
face
the
on the
dude,
punt
yeah.
return.
Oh, was it against the Bengals?
Epic shit.
Jump
I think it
kicking him,
was the
dude.
Bengals.
It was like
Jump
Spartan
He gets
kick,
kicking
dude.
him in
flagged.
the face.
He gets flagged.
Yeah. Spartan kick. It was Spartan
He was
kick.
unreal though, dude. I mean, regardless, if he would have stayed the course and not all that bullshit would have happened, I mean, I think we'd have a very different conversation today.
No, he
Yeah.
could have been. He could have been the best ever. Maybe.
I mean, he would have been in the.
The
I mean, dude,
trajectory
he
was
was-
He would have been in the conversation.
He was unguarded.
When did he leave the Steelers? What year was that?
18?
That was 17.
Something like
Was it
that.
not 17?
19. 18 to 19 because then that's when he went to the Raiders because he was still like viewed as a top receiver when he went to the
Yeah.
Raiders, and that's when he did the phone call with John Gruden.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, what's going on, coach?
Isn't there a video? And then afterwards, you see him like videos in a hot tub with his ass out, getting fucking. He's just naked in a fucking hot tub.
No, that was after he retired, I thought.
was it after.
He was getting a blowy. I thought he was getting a blowy, wasn't he? Or
Oh,
he
I
was
thought-
showing.
I thought he just whipped his fucking cock out, and everyone's like, what
He
the
did.
fuck?
Yeah,
so
it
he
was.
did it in front of her.
That's
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Sounds like what you would do.
Well, only if I'm glamping. All right, do we
Are
have
we going to
uh,
number one?
all right, Tris, number one.
Number one.
Number one, you
Number
already
one.
know it. You already know it. Number
Mitchell
12.
Trubisky.
Yeah, number 12.
Yeah.
The Brady Bunch. Huh?
I didn't mean to steal your glory too, but you'll like
Yeah,
my
no,
number
you're
one, I
good.
think.
Yeah. But Patriots version, screw that guy that went to Tampa.
I
It
hear
was
ya.
cool. It's cool that he won one, but whatever. Lousy next couple years.
I don't think
So
of the
he should have.
Buccaneers.
He should
when
have
I
been
think of Tom Brady.
He should have been a Patriot. He should be playing this coming Sunday for the Patriots still. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Things happen. All right, next.
Little sore subject there.
Things happen.
Yeah.
man.
Sorry.
Number one, the sheriff, baby. Peyton Manning. I can picture
Xfinity forehead,
standing.
baby.
I can literally picture standing in my living room, like Omaha, like trying to be Peyton Manning. The way he would dissect defenses pre-snap, nobody was. And in Pop Warner, I played quarterback, so I thought I was the shit. I wanted to be like Peyton Manning.
Nothing
Yeah.
beats that new car smell.
The sheriff, baby.
It's fair. Wait, am I up?
Side note on John Gruden. Hold on there a second. See,
I'm
is
holding.
is I don't know if you guys used to watch this. This was pre-cancellation, but John Gruden's football camp when he would do with the top
Yes.
quarterbacks from college coming out into the
Yes.
draft, and he was doing it was either Winston or Mariota's, and he goes, you know what? I just want to see if you watch this clip here, and you tell me if you can do this on any given Sunday. And it's a clip of Peyton Manning walking out of the tunnel ahead of the troops, like, and it is the sickest video. Peyton's like strutting out, bro, and it's like that is like king shit, dude. Like that video that Gruden played, it is so badass, dude. And after that, I never viewed Peyton Manning the same way again. I was just like, this dude is on a different level in terms of just like putting fear into opponents and everything. I know I sound like a bunch of Michael Jordan fans when I start talking about fear in the opponents, but like that was All right, go ahead.
Oh, it's funny.
Z, number one.
My number one, I mean, I'm a sucker for a good lefty that can sling it. Obviously, he let some pooches get chewed up, but that's neither here nor there. I got to go with Michael Vick.
That's a good one.
I mean, the dude. I mean,
Drew Brees isn't on your list?
I mean, he's honorable mention, so. But I really couldn't put him above any. These players I've listed are all like my favorites. I couldn't really put Drew Brees above that. But I will say this: Michael Vick was unreal. Aside from the dogfighting and all that bullshit, if that didn't happen, we could be looking at a very different picture come today. I mean, the dude not only could fucking run like a maniac, he had a cannon. I mean, the dude had every tool. He was just unbelievable. So, especially on the Falcons, the guy was just fun to watch. So, Michael Vick won.
Sick on the Eagles too for a little bit.
Yeah.
That throw, the greatest throw I've ever seen in my life.
To Deshaun Jackson.
Number 2 is Tom to Randy Moss in not the Super Bowl Giants game, but the last one of the regular season.
The one where Randy caught it like this?
Not one-handed, but I don't think it was one-handed, but literally just deep down the sideline. I'll send it to you later. But greatest throw of all time is the Deshaun Jackson, where he, kind of rolls, does a play action and kind of rolls to get the power behind the throw.
First play of the game.
Yes. First play.
That
is the greatest throw in NFL history that I've watched.
Dude, he was special, dude. He was real special. I think my dad went towards the end of his career when he finished at Pittsburgh. He was on the sidelines just like warming up. My dad was like right there on the wall watching. Just him, dude. He was like just going like this, and the ball was just. He was throwing missiles, dude. It looked like he was barely throwing it.
Piss missiles.
Just absolutely.
One night I was like bored and was looking for stuff to watch, and they had the Virginia Tech, and obviously this was like I was too young to like remember a college football game like that. But I remember I went and watched the whole Virginia Tech national championship game where they lost, I think, right, to Florida State or something. I don't remember. But,
yeah, I think so.
And but he was like a freshman or something, it's like 01 or something, I think. But yeah, I mean, that guy was ridiculous.
Dude, my mom made me burn my Michael Vick poster when I was a little kid after the dogfighting game. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, this guy like is a murderer. Like he's a serial killer. And I'm not advocating dogfighting. I'm just saying that I was just as a kid, I'm like sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, obviously this guy is evil. I don't fucking know why, but this is my favorite player, whatever. She made me burn the fucking poster. Just a little.
That's awesome.
Little note. All right, who's got? Wait, is there one more for number 1? B.
Yeah. So I did. Not gonna lie, I did have
Smith.
Tom Brady on there. No, I did have Tom Brady just because I feel like every Super Bowl I've ever watched had Tom Brady in it, and it was sick to watch. But I changed it out just to change it up, and I put Cam Newton just because in his prime he was freaking sick. And he was fun to watch.
He's an honorable mention for me too.
At Auburn, he was something special.
Well, no,
too.
with the Panthers,
I'm saying
legit.
he was just also special too.
Well,
he was never the same after he didn't hop on the fumble. There was a loose pill.
That's so true.
Loose pill.
Let someone else just. He was never the same after that. And
That
I remember
was
having
so
so much
embarrassing.
fun during that Super Bowl because I did love watching Scam that year. Like that was
Scam was
ridiculous.
sick, dude.
I was like, he's still in his prime, or he's like just entering his prime. And it was like he had it figured out. I thought he was going to run the league for the next like 10 years.
Then he started wearing Smokey the Bear hats and whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
He was just, and he didn't throw a great ball, but like his throwing motion was just like
It was
looked
fluid.
like
It was fluid.
just coming out. So
He was just
nice.
so big, dude. He
Yeah.
was massive.
And he was just a tank. You know, he's got that clip where he's you saw the same. I think it was with McCaffrey. McCaffrey came later.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
he was
you
just
watch film?
Yeah. All right, watch this. And
Yeah.
freaking runs a little wheel route and just or a little Texas route, whatever you call those.
Yeah. No, he was that linebacker was like, there's that, watch out for that wheel route. And then he ran it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's so funny.
Might as well do everyone's honorable mentions. Did we already say them? I think we already said them though.
I mean, we talked about him, Mike Vick and Scam for me. LT too, Tomlinson.
Yeah, that's fair.
We covered them
I
all.
had Drew Brees in mind. Reggie Bush almost put on my list too.
Oh, that's a good one.
I almost put Reggie Bush on there too.
Reggie Bush. Well, not in the NFL though. Talking.
I think he was unbelievable. I still tied it to the same thing.
I mean, honestly, too, like I could have included Ocho Cinco somewhere in my list.
Yeah.
Like truly, I was like freaking out every time that guy scored to see what his touchdown dance would be. And watching games with my dad, like,
or see how much popcorn Terrell Owens is going to eat after the next touchdown. Huh?
I was actually just gonna say
Terrell Owens was. It was on my mind. It was on my
Yeah.
mind. Dude, he had
like
I think it was a couple years ago.
watching.
How old is he now? I don't know. He was like running track, dude.
He's like 50.
Dude,
I saw him in the Nashville airport like less than a year ago.
unbelievable.
He comes walking by me. He just had like one person with him. He's got a smile on his face. It's early in the morning. He looked like he could still play.
Probably,
like he
dude.
looked jacked, just like in sweatpants, and a t-shirt or something, and just like he's just kind of smiling like he's having a good time.
He walked by
The
Coach
guy's
Deeds.
nuts, man. Yeah, he did.
All right, well, we got everyone's list, so that wraps it up. Anything else we want to cover? Is there anything else?
Did you want to do the week's pick?
Yeah,
I have it up.
That's what I'm saying. Before we do that, does anyone have anything else to bring up before we do picks? No? Okay, B, what we got matchups coming up?
Well, tomorrow night's Giants and Niners, so I already know Jesse's Niners.
Yeah, that's.
I don't think it's surprising.
Well, Saquon's out too.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It doesn't matter if he was playing.
I know. I don't think it fucking matters.
It doesn't
dude.
matter. Dude, Niners haven't allowed a 70-yard rusher in 30 games.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. All right, who else we got on Sunday?
Well, is everyone picking the Niners for Thursday?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. That's
Okay. Titans, Browns.
Browns.
I like the Titans win that.
I think
Coming
Browns
off a
win.
big win. Coming off a big win at home.
Falcons, Lions.
Lions. I think the running game's going to start picking up. That's what I think.
I'd probably say Lions too.
I think the run game's going to start picking up real quick here with Gibbs and Montgomery.
Falcons should not have beat the Packers.
No.
That was ridiculous.
No, they shouldn't have.
What was with that Jordan Love thing running into? What was that happen?
He
You
like
guys see
falls
that?
over. Yeah, like before. I don't know. I think they were gonna run a sneak or something, but he just like fell. It looked like he was drunk. It was weird.
Probably hungover from beating the Bears. What's the
How
next
could
one?
you not
They
be?
celebrate all that much.
Saints, Packers. That's actually a good one.
Saints.
Packers.
Saints.
Where's it at?
It's at
Lambeau.
Packers.
I'll be the lone wolf. I'm saying Saints.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Saints too.
I watched about 5 minutes of Derek Carr playing quarterback the other night, and that was all I could stomach. I did not miss watching that guy play quarterback.
Is he that dog shit? I thought he's like. Is he that bad?
I watch him, and he's got a good arm. Like
He does
honestly,
have a
he's
good
arm.
got
I know.
a good arm. It just seems like he can never do anything out there on the field. It's just
I hate watching him.
I feel like it's a toss. When he goes out there, it's a fucking complete toss-up.
It really is.
Broncos, Dolphins
Well, Dolphins,
at
obviously.
Miami.
Yeah.
it's hard to picture Peyton starting 0-3, but I don't see him beating the Dolphins at home.
Go look at the Broncos' schedule. They're gonna go 5-12.
Your audio's going to shit, Jess. Can't hear him.
It's
Can you
getting
guys hear
worse
him?
by the second.
Getting worse by the second.
Worse by the second.
Is there an EMP grenade going off by you?
We've completely lost you.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're underwater, dog.
You got a kid sitting on the laptop or something? What's going on?
No, he doesn't have a laptop because. Oh, by the way, Jesse, you see how our squares are all full screen? His is little because he has a
It's
phone.
because of the phone.
Yeah.
Because he's got an iPhone 4 Plus or something.
What about now?
That's better.
That's better.
That's better.
Chargers, Vikings, they're both 0-2.
Where's that?
It's at
Minnesota?
Minnesota.
I got the Vikings winning that. I got the Chargers starting 0-3. Brandon Staley might get fired midseason. He might be the first coach to go, honestly.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Chargers, dude. I really am. But I see it. I mean, it really could go either way. And I do agree he will be fired here shortly. But I think they might be able to pull this one off. We'll see.
Is Khalil Mack playing for the Chargers? I haven't even watched him.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
fine.
you betcha. Yeah.
Is he doing decent, or is he just kind of just like, yeah?
Well, he's probably still collecting a paycheck from Chicago, isn't he? They might be
They're paying you $3 million to pay against him.
We actually paid his salary last
That's
year.
what they think of you.
Yeah,
That's
I am
about
special.
Kobe. Not for casuals.
Well, you got Chargers.
Not for casuals. Oh, ain't that the truth, Trist?
All right. What's the
Patriots
next?
and Jets. It's
We will beat the Jets. I probably without Aaron Rodgers, we will beat the Jets. If not,
I'm going Jets, baby.
Belichick might be the first season to go.
I'm going Jets.
Might be the
baby.
first coaching season to go.
I'm going
Yeah.
It's
Jets.
in New York, so
Brees Hall just got bottled and looks like a pussy. He's gonna come out running.
the Jets should trade for Minshew, whatever his name is.
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, is Richardson
Anyways.
out for how long is he out for?
Yeah, why would they do that when Richardson just went down and they need Minshew?
Yeah,
Well, when
really
Richardson
possible.
comes back, they could give a trade.
Wait, how long is he out for? He has a concussion, doesn't he?
It's just a concussion. He's probably out for this game. He's back.
Here's the deal, though. They're
Yeah,
not,
then he's on the massage table with Watson next to the CTE. Who knows?
dude, they're not
No.
bringing in. Doesn't know the offense to start. Right? It's Zach Wilson. He's the quarterback.
Well, Zach Wilson's worse than Justin Fields, so
Yeah, but he knows the offense. He spent the
I
offseason.
know, that's a debate. I don't know.
no, he's worse.
That's a debate.
I don't know.
Anyways,
I mean,
Bills and Commanders.
Bills.
It's at
Where's
Commanders.
yeah, Bills.
At Commanders.
Or are they going to
FedEx
change them?
Bills.
Isn't there word of changing them back to the Redskins?
Go back to the Redskins, please.
I know. What the fuck? It's stupid.
I liked watching the football team. What was wrong with watching the football team?
That was stupid too.
That was better than the Commanders.
That was better than the Commanders, but I'm just saying, what Redskins is what they always have been. Stop changing shit. It's not offensive.
So wait, you got who we got? Commanders or Bills?
Bills.
Bills.
Unless Allen starts, turning it over.
He's
Because that defense is good. That defense is good. Washington defense is legit.
good front seven.
And
And yeah.
Josh Allen likes to throw it to him.
Gets to go for
Rest of them.
He likes to find the opposition.
Texans, Jags in
Jags.
Jacksonville.
Jags, baby. Jags are gonna roll.
Like Jags too. Stroud's playing well though. He can throw the ball.
Oh, he's got a piss
Yep.
miss.
Colts and Ravens in Baltimore.
Ravens. yeah.
Ravens. Oh God, Bears play the Chiefs. Oh my God.
Dude, you're letting me
B,
get to that.
you got the Bears?
Panthers, Seahawks. Just hold on, everyone. Relax. Panthers are 0-2. It's in Seattle. Seattle will probably win that game.
Seattle's gonna win that.
Bears, Chiefs. It's in Kansas City.
I got Kansas
Justin
City.
Fields did say today that he's going to play back to just not thinking he's going to go out and ball out. So I have a feeling that
That could be worse.
Something
than
special
anything
could
we've
happen
seen
here.
so far. Yeah.
I
Or it could
mean,
be
for the
worse
for the
than
sake
anything
for the
we've
sake of next episode, I hope they pull something crazy. But
You think this dysfunctional fucking organization is gonna run into Arrowhead and beat them right now when they're
I think
When-
anything is possible.
you shitting me? They're gonna blow you guys out.
Yeah, well, say it to me in person, dude. My face.
We'll talk next
Hey, I will say one thing on Fields. Do you guys
No,
remember
don't
that
s-
throw? I think it was in the semifinals. No, this is positive. Do you remember that
Oh.
throw he had? I can't remember if it was
Oh,
the
yeah.
national championship game or the semifinal.
Right
That
up the-
one of the best college throws I've ever seen to this day. Like he doesn't throw
Is it
like that
versus
anymore.
Clemson?
I can't remember. Because
He
they
doesn't
whooped
throw like
Clemson
that
in the
anymore
semi,
because
right?
yeah, they just doesn't throw like that because they try to change him into a pocket. It's like they're trying to tell him it's stupid.
Well, he threw that one from the pocket. I promise. Yeah, he
No,
did
but his
okay throwing
footwork.
from that
Watch
pocket.
his footwork. His left foot was in front. They changed his
Watch.
whole stance.
What did he just do? He just missed a guy running right up the field wide open.
I know he did. I saw it.
That one play that's going viral on Twitter of him just running into the
Yeah.
collapsed line
That's
is crazy. He doesn't it's like he's got money on the game, dude. He just takes off into a pile.
If you watch the Bears games, though, they literally. I'm not blaming the play calling is dog shit. They don't look like they actually want to score the football. It's the weirdest thing. They don't want to score. Like there's no energy. It's terrible. It makes no sense. But
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm pulling the Bears for an upset. I don't give a shit.
Money on it is all. I'm
And
saying.
guess what? Next Wednesday when they do it, you can all do. I don't know.
I look
It's
forward to the
just-
episode if they do.
I bet you do.
Well, you don't?
Oh, I'll be drunk as a skunk.
Well, you know you like having all the power, Mr. Kamish. Oh,
Okay, enough about that game because
Lost
that's not
Trist.
going to be.
Taking a whiz.
well, camera
Oh.
on.
Cowboys and Cardinals. It's in Glendale,
Cowboys.
Arizona.
Cowboys.
Them boys.
Dude, I should go to that game.
You won't. You won't even go. You won't even go to my birthday.
Lowest price ticket is $123 to go see the Cardinals. What's that about? It should be $20.
Cost you about the same to go to my birthday, huh?
Literally should be $20.
Actually, it'll cost way more than that. Who am I kidding?
I'm still considering it, so don't get all weird.
Just you know what I would appreciate more if you just
All
manned
right,
up and
next
like, yeah, I'm not
Steelers,
going.
Raiders.
Steelers.
Ooh, this is.
It's in Las Vegas, baby.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
I'm going
I
Steelers.
think Jimmy G squeaks his win out.
How has he been playing? Has he been decent or is he dog?
He was really good week one. I don't really know how he did this past week. They
I
got
didn't watch the
smoked.
whole game. I was on red zone most of
They went to Buffalo,
Church.
so he's gonna beat the Steelers. I think.
the time.
Church.
Tristan's back in the
Breaking
stratosphere.
Bad. Breaking Bad. They always say church. Church. No one remember that?
That's a great
I love
show.
Breaking Bad. It's great show.
It's a good.
Also,
best
by
ever.
the way,
All of a sudden, at age 50, you're just gonna break bad.
guy with a giant stick up his ass.
That was good.
Oh, I fucked it up.
I
It's
am-
60. All of a sudden, at age 60? Because he goes 50.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking
I
show.
am the danger.
That was good, B.
KB.
Last one. No, wait. Eagles. But why are there 2 Monday night games? Are they going to keep doing that? Is that a thing now?
I don't know.
Anyways, Eagles, Bucks in
Eags.
Tampa.
Eagles.
Eags. Fly birds
I'm going
fly.
I'm going Buccaneers. Remember that.
I got Eagles winning the Bucks.
Remember that one and Bears.
Oh, Rams Bengals, little 2021
Bengals.
Super Bowl.
Ooh.
This
I got the Bengals winning that one.
Dude,
got
they gotta
Rams.
win at some point,
I got
right?
Rams.
Oh my God.
Isn't it kind of funny? They paid Joe Burrow and Herbert, and they're both 0-2.
I mean, but they're also not fucking scrubs. They know that, so.
They're playing like scrubs.
Well, they're not going up for long.
Herbert is playing just fine.
Herbert,
Burrow.
Herbert hasn't been bad. Burrow's been shitting the sheets, that's for sure. But
Burrow is- they
What's
have a
that story that came out about Burrow that he's not seen his parents ever since he got paid? Did you guys see that? Yeah,
he's-
you sent it because you remind you of Fields.
method. Yeah.
yeah, he probably doesn't want to
Yeah.
donate to anybody.
That's fucked up, man.
What? I mean,
you get
honestly.
paid and you don't ever see your family again. You're like, ah, screw 'em."
Well, everyone's got their hand out, looking at you like a money man.
It's your parents. Obviously, that you're going to give them some money.
Oh, I agree with the
Yeah.
parents thing, but I'm saying, well, parents comes with relatives, comes with other family, so it's like, well,
Yep, you've been in the thick of it.
yeah, I am in the thick of it as we speak. As we speak.
Not all the-
All right, well,
I have a
That's all
funny
the games.
I have a funny story on Mac Jones that I just heard recently. I'm having trouble with the last names tonight.
As long as it wasn't Hackett, then we're good.
Yeah. I'm talking to this guy at the gym, and he's an Alabama guy. And like a couple years ago, he graduated. So he went there same time as Mac Jones. And Mac Jones' girlfriend, who he's still dating, lived in a sorority like right underneath his floor. And so like he totally knew her and everything. She's always showing up like in a Range Rover, this and that. Like Mac's kind of walking around and this and that. His roommate was actually like really good friends with Mac. His roommate takes a picture with Mac Jones after a game. Mac Jones is shirtless, got the cigar in his mouth, and he looks all fat. He sends it to this guy I'm talking to at the gym. He's the one that sends it into the sports outlet or whatever and has it blow up. Like he's the one that leaked the photo of fat Mac Jones. And he's telling me that, yeah. Isn't that hilarious?
That is hilarious.
I love it.
That's crazy.
That's an iconic picture.
That's like me catching Kaepernick selling drugs in New York.
Yeah, you never did anything with it though.
I tried to. I emailed TMZ, never got a response.
That's like B sending his high school pictures in TMZ and then look at him now, like a little. I beat diabetes.
Let's not talk about scandals.
Oh jeez.
Oh fuck! Is that all the matchups?
Yeah, you guys all had your scandals. Me and Jess were squeak clean.
Right.
Jesse was not
Jesse
clean.
was probably worse than all of us.
I can tell you that much.
No, I was.
That kid's lucky he's not going down to HE double hockey sticks.
Well, if he is, we're definitely going too, B. I mean, you were not a saint yourself.
Well, you definitely are.
What do you mean? You did the same bad shit I did.
What? No shit.
A sin is a sin,
I
man.
changed a few grades up. It's nothing like you did.
Hey.
The one thing I'll never forget that I just love is memory I hold on to is Brandon serving his in-school suspension and Mr. Gritters is taking attendance to being in class, and I'm sitting near the front and Gritters is looking around and I hear him like it was just like softly off his lips, just like, where's Brandon? He's looking around and he just goes, oh, I know where Brandon is. And he's laughing and then just staring at his computer and goes, I love Brandon.
I'll never forget, Tristan, when we're in, I think it was health, Mr. Croy, we're all sitting in class. Mr. Croy starts off class is like, everyone, I just want to take this moment to pray for Brandon. He literally says a prayer for me in front of the whole classroom.
No, I think he mixed it in his prayer. I think he was like,
I
think this honestly makes it worse too. I think he was like mid-prayer. He's praying for things, this and that. And he goes, and I pray for Brandon, Lord. And like, I remember like, we've all got our eyes shut and like, I looked up and I look over at Brandon and Brandon's like, what? Just like blown look on his face.
This is the problem. Tristan's on a whole different level. Thinks he has me pinned.
I'm not trying to pin you.
Not even in the same room with me right now. It's okay.
No,
Jess, you might have your assumptions that we went to a Christian school. It was all nice, but it wasn't. It was very filthy. A lot of filth went on.
I mean, yeah,
dirty.
It was scandal upon scandal, and Tris prides himself in being the one to be able to chirp about it. Especially if it's a squeaky clean record. Like to bring it up.
What amazes me about Z is, we were good friends. I would say close to best friends, baby. Self-proclaimed best friends.
Dude, wait, who was that article?
It's so stupid. It's Dan Jones, bro.
Dan Jones, dude. Dan Jones. Fuck.
Dan Jones. Wait, I talk to Dan Jones sometimes.
Because he worked out at the gym that you worked at, didn't he?
Yeah, I talk on Instagram.
Dude, that article he wrote about, and I remember Tristan came up to me. He was so mad. He said, Tristan Jones, Isaiah Lusney's self-proclaimed best friend.
He goes,
wait, what is this?
So he's interviewing because Z pitcher, me catcher. So we're kind of the duo thing. We're sophomores. We're making it to the state championship.
We're balling.
So we win the semis, and like I think after the first round game, like Dan had gotten like he had asked like me a question or two questions or whatever, and I think he did the same to Z. So he does the same after the semifinals, and he goes, you guys, this is your this is your second win in the playoffs, the two of you, because Isaiah pitched that, first game, and then sat the next game and then pitched again in the semifinals. And so he's like, this is your second time.
I
both
started. I
games
just didn't pitch. By the way.
I knew you were gonna trip up about that. So he goes, how just speak. He goes, speak to that relationship you two have. That just connection, that bond you guys have. On and off the field. Just speak to that. And he's, just how Dan is. And I was like, yeah, man. I mean, he's my best friend. We're close. We're good. And he takes that best friend, not headline, but just literally the leading statement is Lesney Jones, self-proclaimed best friend, throws. I mean, it was like the first line, like front and center. And I'm like, what the hell, man?
He made it sound like that I said that wasn't the case, and Justin
right.
said that it was. It just made him look like self-proclaimed, like he was claiming it, and I wasn't.
It made me look like an idiot. I was like, dude,
Tristan was
fake
so
news
fucking
before
mad.
fake news.
He ran
Teammates
up
on
to
the
me.
field.
Talking about.
He ran up to me. He's like, "Did you see Jan Jones' article? Like I read it or something?" I'm like,
"Oh, you read it, you little cocksucker."
I read it, but not when you read it. You read it when it dropped. I just heard about it and then I read it.
Jeez.
God.
I don't understand.
Teammates on the field, lovers off the field.
Oh, fuck. All right, well, we're at over an hour here, gentlemen.
I love it.
So I think that's gonna wrap up episode 2. So yeah, we got the picks done, we got top 5s, all that good shit. I don't really have anything else. Does anyone have anything else leading into this next week of football? Any trash talk? Who's playing who in fantasy? That's my last question.
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't even care anymore.
Oh, I'm playing Dalton. I'm gonna whoop his ass and go to 3-0.
Hell yeah,
So,
Jess.
it's fine.
I'm playing Dylan.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
playing
What am I
Jesse in
getting?
another league. Shit.
When am I getting
Yeah.
my trophy? Spit shine from 2 years ago championship.
You have to. Hey, I haven't got any trophies
And
either.
I-
So
Well, mine was recent, just right before Jess's. I went, mine's 4 straight, 5 without deep
Whoa.
state. So
well, if you win this year, Jesse will send it to you. That's all I can tell you.
Get back, so it'll stay here, but maybe after next year.
Is
I
it
want a
actually
spit
really
shine.
nice trophy? Like,
looks
is it
nice.
good
It
quality?
looks nice to me.
It's good quality. Yeah, I mean it's not like amazing.
Well, I never looked at it.
nothing
It's
to
good.
write home about, Jess.
No, I mean there's a dent. There's like a mark in it.
What'd
too.
you do to it?
There is a
Did you try
dent.
to
Was there
buzz
a
it
dent
like
when you got it,
Gronkowski?
or is there a dent now that you've had
Yeah,
it?
be honest. Did you accidentally drop it? It's fine.
No, dude, no. I took it out of the box. Had a dent.
Listen, I get it. It's gonna get beat up when shipped to other people and stuff. I get that process. I just want the truth.
bro. It got up the box, I swear.
Did your kid start chewing on it? He did, didn't he?
Chewing on that.
Dude, my kid doesn't chew on shit anymore. He's fucking 2, bro. He's
Oh,
not.
I see him. He chews on your toes. I see the snaps.
Yeah, make him bite my toenails. No big deal.
Oh, my God.
Fuck. All right.
Oh, that trophy's staying home, boys. I love you guys though.
No, but be honest. Is it worth the money? Because I never looked at it.
Ooh, you're gonna need to get the when I win it again this year. You're gonna have to get my
Well,
new team.
Jesse, you better win because if you don't, you're paying for damages.
Well, you're paying for damages. You're paying for shipping.
name.
I'm
And
not
you're paying for
responsible
you're paying for a spit shine.
Yeah,
Oh, did you give
I
Dahl?
want that
Did you
built
give
spit
Dahl
shine
the
for me.
toilet yet? I'm assuming
No,
you haven't.
I'll give it to him.
No, it's whatever. He's probably gonna lose it in some quinceanera he has coming up.
Yeah,
That was fun, though, dude.
Oh
That was
fuck.
fun. All right.
That was-
Well, everybody, that's all we're going to have for you this week. We will see you next week, bright-eyed and full of enthusiasm. So thanks, guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you next week, and see you.
Peace out, guys.